And let's take a first look at some photos making news today. We've been talking about it all morning. Today marks the 50th anniversary of the assassination of President Kennedy, and we have some amazing photos to really commemorate him as a president. Here is a youthful JFK sitting aboard the torpedo boat that he commanded in Southwest Pacific. He looks so young.
Jeff, like President Bush Sr., this was not pretty boy, son of the ambassador who had the easy gig in the war. He really fought the war, didn't he?
Of course, the older brother died in an air mission, and Kennedy nearly died when PT-109 was cut in two by a Japanese destroyer.
These guys fought the war. They didn't like.
Well, he received multiple decorations for his service: 3 Bronze Stars, Purple Heart, World War II Victory Medal. I actually didn't know how much he actually received. All right. Well, in our next
physically,
picture,
it really debilitated him as well, which we'd only learned about later on.
Right. The next picture is one that is very familiar to all of us, of course. President Kennedy riding in a motorcade in Dallas, Texas, with his wife Jackie, the governor of Texas, and of course his wife. 12:30, the shots rang out. By 1 p.m. after the motorcade raced to the hospital, he was declared dead.
And the panache there of Mrs. Kennedy and what she brought to the White House and at the time, Jeff Sachs, you and I spoke of a vigor. Jackie led him down the stairs of the airplane and said, this is what we're going to do. She was a huge influence on the excitement of the moment, either Republican or Democrat.
And a lot of tapes have come out, and her writings afterwards. What an intelligent woman! And
because didn't she coin the phrase Camelot? Wasn't that actually Jackie Kennedy's thing after JFK's death?
She certainly, promoted that concept. But she had a tremendous wisdom, and a lot of these wonderful tapes of her interviews afterwards show that she got the personalities of world leaders with really great clarity.
Well, our last photo is, of course, 3 days after the assassination of President Kennedy at his state funeral, which was held in Washington, D.C. This image, of course, Kennedy's son, John Jr., turned 3 years old that day, breaks away from his mother's hand to salute the casket of his father. I wasn't even alive, but even talking about it and looking at it makes me choke up a little bit, actually.
This was just simply iconic of the moment, as Jeff and I were talking about earlier. It was the beginning and advent of modern television, wasn't it? We were transfixed.
Well, we were 4 days, nothing but watching the screen, and it was a complete, unique experience in history. That event of the entire country for 4 solid days, and you remember it just as if it's today.